All right, switching gears. It looks like the weather's going to mostly cooperate for that game.
Yeah, it should be nice out there this evening. We are going to see some fog rolling in, but it's June in San Francisco.
It would be strange if there wasn't fog, right?
Yeah, we would be used to this. Exactly what we expect this time of year. What we don't expect are showers or thunderstorms. Fortunately, didn't see much cloud around lightning, but even one strike is too much with as dry as the fuels are. Let's take a look at what we expect, how things are going to evolve here over the course of the next several days. And we'll start with the big picture view. More passing clouds from the south tomorrow. Outside chance of a shower, maybe even a thunderstorm, but it's about a 20% chance as we head through the day tomorrow. And then we're back to just an exactly normal late June pattern from Wednesday through the end of the work week and even into the first half of the weekend, although it does look like things are going to start warming up a little bit for the second half of the weekend on Sunday. Here's a look at first alert Doppler, and again, a lot of what you're seeing here is ground clutter. It's kind of hard to pick out the signal from the noise, but there are some showers through the Central Valley, have been producing some cloud around lightning strikes, but even that activity has been quieting down here over the course of the past 30 minutes or so. As we go through tonight, there's a chance for a few showers to make a run towards us. Again, this is all moisture associated with the tropical system that developed in the Gulf of Mexico. Again, that moisture being transported thousands of miles. Off and on cloud cover tomorrow. We'll start off with some locally dense fog, and then we'll see things just settling back down into that normal June pattern from Tuesday night through Wednesday, with our normal back and forth fog pattern kicking in every night and early morning. Looking outside right now from Black Mountain, seeing a mix of clouds and sunshine, a few showers, but a lot of that's evaporated before it hits the ground. Temperature downtown disappeared. It's likely around 60 degrees or so. Temperature across the Bay at Oakland is at 72 degrees. Still 94 in Concord. It got up close into the upper 90s, close to 100 degrees in Concord earlier. Livermore has retreated to 89 degrees after also journeying well into the 90s earlier this evening. Let's take a look at the forecast for the Giants game as they start that 4-game series against the Chicago Cubs. Game time temperature is going to be right around 60 degrees, around 6:45, and then continuing to drop into the 50s as the fog begins to spread out over the city and across the bay as we head through the rest of tonight. Let's take a look at tomorrow morning's low temperatures. What we're going to start off with on Tuesday morning, mostly around 60 degrees in the Santa Clara Valley. Some of the warmer spots far inland in the East Bay staying in the mid-60s around Antioch, otherwise near 60 degrees for Livermore and Concord, into the mid to upper 50s for Fremont and Redwood City, right around 50 degrees along the coast at Half Moon Bay, and in the low 50s in San Francisco. Those numbers just a degree or two below average. The usual cool spots in the valleys of the North Bay will be the cold spots tomorrow morning. Temperature dropping down to about 49 degrees in Petaluma as we begin the day on Tuesday, but then our temperatures are going to warm up to near average by tomorrow afternoon, maybe even a few degrees above average in the Santa Clara Valley. In the southwesterly wind, the Santa Cruz Mountains blocking that marine air from making its way too far inland there. Upper 80s for San Jose, around 90 degrees for the hot spots far inland in the East Bay, but otherwise around 60 near the coast, 60s and 70s around the bay. This is what we expect this time of year, with a noticeable breeze kicking in during the afternoon. It's going to be that straight onshore wind, about 25 to 30 miles an hour for the strongest gusts late afternoon into early evening. The 10-day temperature outlook shows a return to those normal temperatures for Wednesday all the way through the first half of the weekend, but then we do start to heat up with temperatures in Livermore getting back up into the mid to even upper 90s for the first few days of July. But maybe we'll back down in time for the 4th of July, the very end of the 10-day outlook rather. The 7-day forecast takes us through the first day of July. That's next Monday. For this week, though, temperatures running right in the middle portion of the 80s inland. The beginnings of that warm-up visible for the last day of the 7-day forecast, with inland temperatures getting back up into the 90s. So enjoy the near-average temperatures that we have in store for the next several days. Temperatures around the bay should eventually get back up farther into the 70s by Sunday and Monday. Along the coast, not going to see too many huge changes just yet, but early next week, it does look like there's a chance that we could have at least a moderate offshore breeze to push some warmer air even towards the coast. A little too early to tell for sure, though. We'll be watching that as we head through the rest of this week.